And welcome to the National Meat Treasure Podcast with your host, Idris Elba. Have we ever mentioned him? How did that not come up
Yes,
yet?
we
He's
have.
so famous.
No, we have. We
Have I?
have talked about
I
Idris Elba.
don't think you've ever been Idris though. Which
Yeah,
that's
you've never said that. That doesn't make sense. But
Idris Elba's fucking dope.
no, we have. Remember, I brought up that skit where it's like Idris Elba is like literally can do
Everything.
anything he wants, and my favorite one is he's like a cancer researcher, and he like puts the concoction together and then hands it back to the scientist. He's like, drink it. And the guy like drinks it and he goes like, do you have cancer? And he's like, but I didn't have cancer before. He's like, brilliant. And he just walks away like as the lab just goes on fire. Because that's who Idris Elba is. But I will be Boba Fett. Because that book of Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett.
I'll let that go.
All right. And you know me, Joey, a.k.a. Joey.
Now I'm like,
I really
I'm just like looking up.
I really thought that was going elsewhere.
Idris Elba movies now. Because I'm not sure like if I've actually seen any like Idris Elba movies where he's the main role. Like I've seen the Marvel movies where he's the Viking dude, whatever.
Have you seen Harder They Fall?
Haven't seen The Harder They Fall. That looked really good, but everybody stopped talking about it pretty fast.
I watched it recently. With my wife, it was fucking dope. That is a dope movie, bro.
We should keep this topic up because guess what, guys? It's Black History Month.
It is fucking Black History Month.
And Idris Elba is basically a superhero for Black people, in my humble opinion, because he is literally the finest piece of marble that has ever been cut out of whatever stone he's made out of. Because he is.
Who does he play in Finding Dory?
What?
Actually, I didn't see Finding Dory, so I wouldn't know. But
I never even. Y'all want to hear something crazy? I never saw Finding Nemo. Like I saw maybe the beginning of it.
I think that's not that crazy. That's pretty on brand for you to not be up on. I feel like you're up on pop culture, but like your specifics, like you get really attached to things that you like. So like, let's say like
your slice
pop
of life.
Culture bubble is like 10 shows, right? You will be really latched onto like one that's kind of already out of the lexicon. You know what I mean? Like you were like when you knew The Witcher, I was like flabbergasted because like I feel like people stopped talking about The Witcher like a year ago, maybe because like there's no new seasons or whatever. But like the fact that you were so
there is a new season.
For me.
It just came out.
Yeah, but
I
no,
actually was
like
watching it the other day. Like, I watched the first like 2 episodes, and then I forgot until this conversation just now.
What it is a lot of shit that people are into that comprise pop culture. I'm just not too much of a fan of. So like I be hearing shit like, oh, word, I heard that's a thing, but like I'm not gonna go watch it, especially because it's like I'm one of those fucking people who I'm like, I don't got time to watch shit. I need to be making beats, right? Fucking, I need to be making music.
You gotta be lining up your fucking hair. Look at this fresh tape up. Look at this guy. I was thinking about cutting my hair today too, and I was like, nah. Like I'm not. I'm about to go.
You know what I'm saying?
This is like if all of my hair like or like the sides stop growing like right here, like this length forever, and this beard length forever, I'd be fine. I'd be great. Because this is like
it's not possible.
The top, it's at like that frizzy length where it's like I like when my braids get my
locks.
Excuse me, my dreads get a little frizzy. Because it's like there's no pressure to maintain the freshness. It's like, okay, they're frizzy now. We're just
that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm good. Like I look fucked up. I'm chilling. I don't gotta worry about nothing. Gotta put a silky on.
Like week 3 retwists, beautiful.
Yeah.
But those first 2.5 weeks, pressure. That's pressure to keep. You gotta be hitting the hairspray. You gotta make sure you're seeing the right people. You know what I mean?
But that's a fact.
Everybody sees you fresh. Take a selfie or two.
That's a fact. I was talking to someone at work today, and he came in with the fresh braids and a cut, and I was saying how Future is my toxic, problematic leader, and he said, "Oh yeah, I pray to the Bible of Future every day." He's like, especially when you get the fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to wake up and you have to just envision blocking that bitch and then unblocking her and texting her and then blocking her again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. I do. That sounds like
I do.
I do. I feel like you got to wear something pearlescent. Listen, I'll even give a little callback to when you showed up at the club looking like an extra member of the Migos, and you had a stack in your back pocket that looked way more comically large because you don't have a big frame.
I got little
and
hands.
It was just like you literally had these things falling out of your pocket. You're like, ha ha. Like, I was like, this man is about to make poor decisions with us, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
and it was a terrible club, but it's all right.
I don't know, man. I fell in love a couple times.
Yeah.
When I feel like if you like, I feel like sometimes I feel like you probably lose like an hour of your day just sitting on social media looking at baddies. Like, God, I love her. I love her.
Oh no,
I love her. I love her.
I don't do no bad bitches on social media. That's just a dark hole you fall into. I mean, like, just seeing all these bad bitches.
That's the hole I'm in. That's where I live, actually, in that dark hole. That is my address.
But see, the thing is though, like you're like Bane, you from the darkness. You see those bad bitches, and then you go get those bad bitches, and then you fuck those bad bitches, and
Did
then
you
you're
just
like,
call him Bane? No, back the fuck up. You just threw that in, Joey.
Yeah.
He's a rapper and he's a rap star. He's got this.
Jesus.
He was
Check
born
out
from the top.
Thrilla on Spotify. Check out 303 Bam.
Niggas don't want me to start
major
rapping,
platforms, because God, that was crazy. You've been holding that back for like at least 6 months. Like,
I
somewhere.
freestyled it. I freestyled it. That just
freestyled
came up.
Damn, that was fire.
That's
you know what?
It's the
Whatever.
truth, man.
Listen, this man is Bane of the bitches.
I'm not Bane of the bitches. I really don't get like women a lot. I just,
but
like I said, I exist in the very dark bad bitch corner of the internet. So like,
even if you're not
happen
getting...
upon, bro. Like, it's cold. My sex drive is dead. When it's like, bro, it's 8 degrees. There's no sex drive here. Like, my primordial instincts have kicked in. I'm ready to skin my neighbors and wear them.
That'd be cool.
That's fair.
I don't know, man. I hope we get like to a point where bearskin rugs become more popular again. Like, we need more of that. Less bears.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
Less bears.
I was
more people.
In my everlasting hatred of capitalism and modernization, I was just thinking about it. Like, I was like, yo, animals grow coats. That's crazy.
They do.
The wild drug stupor I was on yesterday, I was just thinking about, like, yo, animals grow coats and we wear them shits. And because I'm not religious, but like, I always think about how, like, God created the earth as a perfect paradise for humans, and then some things just click in a way where I'm just like, did we need innovation? Did we like I said, animals, you can eat them, they taste delicious, and you can wear them. Why did we need anything else? Why? I think that's it.
You know what it is that people started fighting over those pieces of meat. That's what it was. It's like, once people started going like, once they said like, whoa, I didn't know if you cooked this for 12 hours, it would taste like this.
Yeah.
I thought I was good with chicken breasts.
And that shit falls off the bone?
Let me get some of that pulled pork. Let me get some of that lechon right now. And that's where the
crock pot.
Who discovered the crock pot?
Like, you think about it, like
I'm gonna say
just like slow cooking in general. Like, did somebody like they just got drunk, and while they had like a skewer going, and then they saw that, like, they fell asleep in the morning, they saw the skewer had like just been sitting there for 12 hours, and they're like, oh, this is fine. This is falling off the bone juicy.
So I don't know, here's the thing. To be the normal rational fucking person, what probably happened was their cooking was always slow because cooking takes time because we didn't have the technology of ovens with all these fucking fire things.
That makes way more sense. Cooking was always slow.
Shit was always slow. Nigga got a pan and a fire. Like, all right, so we're gonna eat tomorrow.
I should know that too. I've watched a lot of Naked and Afraid.
That makes sense. Is that we would speed up the cooking, so over time we found ways to make those things happen in less time,
like microwaves.
Exactly, and so, but slow cooking and just making like stuff like that, like, definitely is attached to a certain area, like, entirely. Like, you always go towards like I don't know, I'm really high already, but basically, like, you go to these like places where people are like worshiping that piece of meat. You go to like North Carolina, and they're talking about like pork as the way they talk about pork, or you go to like Alabama and they're talking about chicken the way they talk about chicken.
Yeah,
it's fucking fascinating. I love that shit. I literally will get lost for hours watching pitmasters talk about fucking lumpwood. That's who I am inside. like hardwood, like literally grimacing old women, 86 years old, just
listen,
briskets all day. And she's just talking about the wood that she needs to chop down and gotta bring it back. And I was like, this is amazing. I need this.
Okay, but I gotta call you out because you're a poser. Because like 6 episodes ago, you were talking about I can't grill outside; it's too cold. If you really wanted to be a pitmaster, buy another coat and get on that grill, my man.
I will.
That's what I would do.
He's watching Pitmasters. He's watching.
I will. All right, you know what? You calling me out, bro? No. You know what? It's fine. You calling me out? Now I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be fucking terrible because you have to be out there, bro. You can't be chill. You can't like when you're smoking something for that long, you still have to be kind of next to it. Yeah. You can't like that shit fucking sucks right now. So, it is.
Okay, but listen. Here's the thing though. You're
24
in your house.
degrees.
It's not like you have to go out like into the world. You can put on like 9 layers of clothes and just get naked when you get back in the crib. The whole point of cold is bad is because you have to exist in it and do things.
It's also
have to look like a person. So like I can't go outside in 9 layers of clothes because I have to be in the world and not look crazy. But if I'm just going to my patio,
9 layers of clothes, bro, you
keeping
can't
the food at the temperature, like even keeping the vessel at the right temperature is a bitch because you're gonna want to cook up to like 250
is
degrees.
It a bitch?
And it's literally,
or is it a passion project?
That you're God damn it, Justin. God damn it, Justin.
Yo, man.
All right, I tell you, if I have no desire for a backyard except to like make meat outside. That is my one dream in life.
I want to smoke a turkey.
That's the one you pick of all the ways to
a turkey
smoke,
leg.
All the things to
right
smoke,
now?
you put turkey.
Damn,
a turkey leg.
We gotta go to that fucking Renaissance fair.
Yo, can we record an episode in the Renaissance fair? Come on, Justin. We'll pay for the trip. We'll all chip in. I
used to always want to go to a Renaissance fair, but I feel like that's way too white now. I can't do that.
No, it's not. It really isn't. It isn't that bad. Like
you know,
I would have to go to a Renaissance fair like in Atlanta. It would probably still be white.
Can you imagine?
I mean, it's
like
just gonna
Magic
be less
City presents
just as white. It's just as white, but less teeth.
There's probably a book on that. I really wanted to read more Black history books. And where were Black people during the Renaissance?
Africa.
Black.
Oh yeah,
that was after slavery, wasn't it? Hold on, let's look this up.
No, that was not after slavery.
Nah. I can't think of years and shit.
The Renaissance was, or when was the Renaissance? Let's Google that.
There's New York City public school systems
screaming about how stupid we are.
Yeah, New York City public school systems have failed us.
You know what?
That's what happened.
The 1300s. All right, so the Renaissance was in the 1300s.
Slavery started in what? 15?
Middle 15s?
14.
When did? Well, that might. Let's see the results. I'm a little annoyed because like it's gonna return Black results, but like slavery
has been existing
Black
forever.
People. Exactly. When did slavery start? It's gonna say Black people, obviously. Oh, it also says U.S. slavery. The Renaissance was Europe, right?
That's fair. Yes.
So, what do we got?
Wow.
Oh, so Google actually did return. So slavery started in 68,000 BC. It is documenting slavery in general. I have to actually Google Black slavery
or U.S. slavery.
Oh, let's Google. Was there slavery during the Renaissance?
Wait, you know what? I think the audience wants to know this. It's definitely gripping.
Because I was, I just in honor of Black History Month. It's like there's a lot of time periods that like we learn about in school, but like Black history starts in the U.S. education system with slavery. So I don't know what the fuck Negroes were doing the whole rest of the time.
I remember when I was in the 9th grade learning that they called Africa. I don't know what time period this was. They called Africa the Dark Continent. Obviously, I thought it was because of Black people, and I said that in class. They were like, "Why do you?" My teacher was like, "Why do you think they called it the Dark Continent?" I was like, "Black people." Everybody started fucking laughing. Apparently, that was weird, but anyway, they called it the Dark Continent because nobody knew about it. Nobody had been there that much, and blah blah blah. And that's probably why Africans were able to do so much in terms of technology and mathematics and religion, and then white people came, and and then
are you talking about Wakanda? Wait, what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So Black, like just science. Like, wait, what if? I don't know, man. I'm off my game right now because I'm thinking about like the fact that Justin still doesn't like Black Panther. It's 2022. He's still.
You know what's funny though?
Bro, that movie was fire. It was a good movie.
No. So here's my thing, right? Mm-hmm. Black Panther comes out. Everyone says it's great. I went to see it by myself. It was trash. It was Michael B. Jordan ruined the movie. His acting was terrible, right? Then I seen it again on Netflix. No, wait. Let me continue. Seen it again on Netflix. Right. And I'm like, maybe it's because I just went to the theater by myself. Maybe I just didn't have anybody to vent to. I see it again on Netflix at my home. I'm like, Michael B. cannot fucking act. Bro, it wasn't until a year, maybe a year and a half later, that black people privately would say that, that movie was kind of like Michael B. was kind of trash. And then it wasn't until 2 days ago, I'm listening to a podcast, and this girl is like, well, the whole it was Roya Mao. And the girl who's in the background, I don't know what she looks like. Damaris, I guess she's like their producer or something. Like she's always on the show, but there's no evidence on their Instagram of her. But she was talking about it, and she was like, like his acting ruined the movie, and they were all in agreement. And I was like, I knew I wasn't crazy. Like like niggas won't say it out loud that Black Panther was trash.
Hating,
but like,
why are you hating on Michael?
I'm not hating. It's a shitty. He can't act in that movie. He's a shit. He doesn't. You know what it is. If I was listening to Killmonger's like dialogue and like not seeing it, I would assume it was a white person talking, like a white person who's like their idea of black.
Oh my god,
you're bugging!
Wow. Like when he does that line about the whole like, no, Nick. All right, can we get some comments in the YouTube, please? Because I have had this conversation privately with many black people, and we were 90% in agreement that Michael B. Jordan fucked that movie up. But no one says it publicly.
No.
I liked his role in it. I liked him as Killmonger. But you know what? Let me say, I am someone who is not into Marvel. So maybe that means something as an outsider. I enjoyed it.
I don't know, man.
I thought that shit was fire.
You're at a line, bro. I think you're just at a line.
Here's my thing. I came in with my expectations being high because everyone had talked. I saw it like after everybody else. Yeah. So then when I came in again on Netflix, I was like, all right, well, let me just like just. Oh, and you know what it was too at Netflix? So I don't know if I just like wasn't in like the mainstream or paying attention, but I had no idea that movie Thor Ragnarok was so good because I feel like nobody talked about it.
Good, right?
I heard a lot about
it. It was amazing.
People thought it was ass. I remember that.
I thought it was amazing, and then I watched it, and I was like, "This is a good Marvel movie." And then I was like, "All right, well, let me watch Black Panther now, just so I have like a comparison for two Marvel movies." And I was like, "Nope, that was shit. That was dog shit." Oh, but here is my hot take. I will give one hot take.
One?
Killmonger.
One? You are a hot take.
You are a hot take. Killmonger.
Yes. Killmonger should have been played by Busta Rhymes. He would have made a way better Killmonger.
Shut up.
The physique, the age, like if you look up Killmonger in the comics, Busta Rhymes is a way more comparable character.
You're one of those niggas. I mean, everybody's one of those niggas.
I don't know that Busta Rhymes can actually act, but like just like his like, because I think about Busta Rhymes like in his videos and like. He's in one movie. What the fuck movie is Busta Rhymes in? I know he's in a movie that I've seen.
He's in Shaft.
But like his mannerisms in his videos would have been better for the Killmonger role. I don't know that he could pull it off as an actor.
I don't think so. But I don't know either.
Just from a physique standpoint, from a voice standpoint, he would have been a better Killmonger than Michael B. Jordan. Because Killmonger is not like a young, hip dude in the comics. Like he's a big, brolic Negro.
Yo, respectfully, my nigga. Respectfully, my nigga. Fuck the comics.
How are you gonna say that? There's no respectful way to say that, my
I'm a disrespectful nigga. Fuck that. Fuck the comics. Fuck them. Damn, I clipped my audio crazy.
Wait, I'm looking at a list of movies that Busta Rhymes is in. Who the fuck is Busta Rhymes playing the Rugrats movie?
What the fuck?
Christian, come back.
Christian, come back. Where are you?
Cardona's camera went out. His audio went out. We'll catch up to him later and
maybe his phone
reveal the new. I don't know if he can hear us, but if he can, I'm sure he's thrilled that Busta Rhymes was in the Rugrats movie at some point.
Wait, why was Busta Rhymes in the Rugrats movie?
We're not sure yet.
I was just looking up like his movie roles, because I know I've seen him act in something. I just don't remember what. And then under his credits was the Rugrats movie.
What the fuck did he do? Who was he? Was he Reptar? Because if he's Reptar, I might forgive him.
He was Susie's dad, maybe. Because there's not a lot of black people in the Rugrats. Not a lot of people in the Rugrats.
Isn't it that chick from
Wait. The Reptar wagon was no ordinary wagon. In this appearance, the Reptar wagon is voiced by Levi Curl and rapper Busta Rhymes of the Flipnotes. What is the Reptar wagon? The car?
I was right. I was right. Yeah, I was right. How was I right? Yeah. How did I do that? I am. You know what?
You did that because you were tapped into
play the lottery,
Hollywood's predisposed notions of racism, and they said, "Oh, there's a monster thing. Let's get a big black guy to play it."
That's exactly what I was going to say. I didn't want to be that guy again.
I'm going to be that guy for you.
Well, thank you. He also does have a guest appearance in Generation Iron, but that's like not an acting role. Let's see.
What the fuck is Generation
Iron?
Oh, it's a bodybuilding. It's a super popular bodybuilding movie.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for educating us.
Yeah, it was like
don't go away, camera.
It was like it's a bodybuilding documentary that like launched Arnold's career, and then there's like a Generation Iron 2. Whatever. Anyway, that's not gonna bore people with that one. But yeah, he's
why? No, maybe we got the bodybuilding community in the house, bro. Go ahead.
I remember.
Are there any bodybuilders in the national meet?
Yes.
World.
Kristen. Was that Kristen?
Yeah, Kristen. Shout out to Kristen.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Kristen.
Shout out to Kristen.
Shout out to Truly a Goat and her husband, who literally looks like a young Bolo, like he. You know what I'm talking about? Is it Kickboxer or Bloodsport?
One of those.
You know, just to break that dude. Yeah, Chinese Hercules. That's what they used to call him, and literally, my man looks like that. No, he called himself the Chinese Hercules, and it's true. The dude was like built like a fucking brick shit house. Like, look it up. Look, and that was literally one of his names. And he was, I think he was first a part of like more like the bodybuilding community, and then kind of fell into movies because he looks like a fucking villain. Like there was only one role he was ever gonna get.
That dude. It's Bloodsport. It's Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Yes. Yeah. So that's what my man looks like. Just a nicer version. Like he's his good brother. He's like, hey man, you could definitely sit on you can crash on my couch for 2 weeks. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, never good.
Is Generation Iron the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, I'm coming at work, I'm coming at home? Is that?
Yes, that is the movie.
I saw that in a health class in 10th grade, and I never forgot that. I don't know why.
That's great. But I think, being who we are, and I don't think we should go another episode without addressing the elephant in the room. Because we not only reported, but we predicted what would happen. And we got Rihanna announcing a baby with A$AP Rocky. First off, the child that will finally bring upon doom and the undoing of all of humanity. Like, probably, there's no exaggeration. This child could probably bring everyone asunder, or be like the final leader for humankind. So
Jesus.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that baby better than Jesus, though.
Christ, I think that baby is the new Messiah.
Definitely. Or just like a rich model. I think we're putting too much sauce on it. Just a rich, beautiful model of a child.
Don't you talk about our new overlord as that way.
We can't put too much sauce on our future predicting abilities because I don't think there's a nigga in the world who would fuck Rihanna and pull out.
Bro, there was people doing it.
I mean, this is her first child. There's mad niggas who have fucked her, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm sure she was on birth control for the longest, and they just said fuck it.
They were all trying.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Did you ever hear that rumor that she was fucking? Didn't she fuck Leonardo DiCaprio?
I never heard that rumor.
The leader of the Pussy Posse?
There's pictures of them like making out at some basketball game. Hold on. Leonardo, Rihanna. And then I heard a rumor before those pictures came out that like Leonardo was in some kind of like dominatrix situation with Rihanna, like she was his dom. I don't know how true that was, but I heard that before the pictures came out, and then there was pictures of like
that kind of sounds
Leo
really
and
hot.
Leo and Rihanna spotted together very often.
That sounds really nice, actually. I don't know if that's something that has happened, if that's a thing, but you know what? I respect it. But also, was that like a joke where there was a report, well, at least some kind of fucking meme going around about how he had a date and he rented out the whole theater and he had like Jedi robes and played all the Star Wars movies from the first one on like a first date with like some, very attractive woman, and she hated the date. I don't know. If that's true, I am fucking with my man even harder after that. Like literally,
I have a similar story to that. I actually told it on TikTok very recently. There was this girl I used to hook up with, and I feel like for whatever reason we just didn't. I forgot like why we stopped hooking up. I think she just like got a boyfriend or whatever, and then we were like talking and out, whatever. Then she was single, I was single. Valentine's Day came around, in honor of Valentine's Day. So I'll tell this story since that's coming up. So I was like, let's have like an anti-Valentine's Day hangout, like just two single people. And I knew like I was gonna smash again, obviously, but I was just like, let's just have an anti-Valentine's. But like, here's the thing, right? So Naruto, I hadn't watched Naruto in like 2 years because there was just like a huge block of filler, and I was just like, fuck it, I give up. Apparently when I stopped watching, the filler pretty much ended. So I binged in the days before me and this girl were gonna hang out. 86 episodes of Naruto straight storyline, no filler. And it went from like, it was two like different arcs. The Great Ninja War had started. Madara was resurrected. And I'm just like, if you are a Naruto fan, like that my mind was fucking blown, bro. Especially after like not seeing it for 2 years. So I'm like catching up on everything I missed on top of like all this new shit happening. And remember, I was in a tizzy, bro, and I went out with this girl. We went out for wings, and I could, for like, gun to my head, I could not stop talking about Naruto, bro. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I was talking this girl's ear off, and I was trying so hard to stop, bro.
Rest in peace to her, bro. Did she put up with it, or did she walk away?
Oh, I still have a sex tape from that evening in my phone.
You know what? Shout out to her again, because she definitely just like kept telling herself like, it's okay. He's cute. He's cute. He's trying to talk to me. Yeah. She's like, he's talking to me. That does happen.
I got emotional, bro. All right, so you have to understand the things I've seen. So what happened? Let me tell you guys real quick, and I'll make this brief. But basically, a dude had like resurrected a bunch of people who had died in Naruto previously to like be a part of the army. So these people, like, they were resurrected and they were under the control of the opposition, but they can still like talk, like they could still like vocalize like what they like as their selves. So and bear with me on this one for the Naruto. Let me bring you back. Who was it? Was it Aruka? No, is that the nigga's name? Let me look it up real quick. Nah, it's not Aruka. What the fuck is that nigga's name? The nigga who smokes. The nigga who smokes, who was the leader for Shikamaru's team. This nigga, I'm so bad.
He said the nigga who smokes. I'm like,
my turn. Okay. You mean the old dude, the old Kage, the little one,
Shikamaru, what's his name? Asuma. Okay. So Asuma dies earlier in the series. They bring Asuma back, right? And they got Asuma on the battlefield fighting the Leaf Village. And then, bro, let me tell you, it was the funniest but most tragic scene where Asuma, he's like fighting like his former, students. And, he's telling them, listen, like, get my left side's fucked up. Like, he's talking to them, trying to coach them on how to kill him.
Yes.
But then, like, in the middle of coaching that. In the middle of coaching them, he lights them on fire, and he's like, damn.
Yeah, it really is like that. Oh my god.
And there's so many scenes like that, bro. Because there's so many dead people who came back, and I'm just like,
literally, these kids are crying, like they're like, like re-killing their sensei, the person who raised them, and these senseis are like their father figures. They're like their brothers. They're there's something like really, really crazy that they have an attention. And then you see this, you see him again, and he's telling them all the places to hit, and they're like accepting the fact that they are now the ninja that has to like carry on the protection for the clan and to protect the world eventually. So it's like it like literally you see these like when you join Naruto, like he's like what, like 8, right? 9,
something like that.
Maybe it's like something
like
really young, maybe 12. So like he's really young, and then you see them into like these late teenage years, and you see Choji. Choji was a big one, like with him accepting to be the giant of the hidden leaf, like just his and then his dad. Nah,
we don't want to get too deep, but there's many moments. I will say there was one other moment though that like really like was gut wrenching for me. The moment Zabuza and Haku. Do you remember Zabuza and Haku? They also got resurrected. Yeah. And Zabuza is so mad because he's like, listen, I'm a piece of shit. I belong in hell. Wow. But Haku is a fucking angel. Why the fuck would you bring... Is Haku a girl or a boy? I can never remember. Haku's a boy. Like, why would you bring this sweet angel of a boy back to life to fight for you? When I get out of this shit, I'm gonna fucking murder whoever did this. I have Haku tattooed on me.
My God.
Yeah.
Hard shit. But let's get off the Naruto topic because then I'll start rewatching it again. And
let's just
do English dub is so bad.
Let's just keep on with it. I don't care.
I want to leave Thrillah out of the conversation.
Okay, you're right there. You know what?
But I will say,
I should fuck with that.
We'll only get on this topic for just a couple of minutes. I want to say that I know a lot of people, or at least people I've talked to like earlier on in the podcast, they were like not digging that we are so random. So whatever, fuck them. I like random podcast. And one reason I like really random podcast is because we don't touch on world events too much. Because I swear to fucking God, I am so fucking sick of hearing about Joe Rogan. Jesus fucking Christ.
I wasn't even going to say anything.
White dude. No, every podcast I listen to, because like, here's my thing.
You gave him 10 cents.
The podcast that inspired me to want to start this for real was this This Is Important podcast. I've mentioned it on here before. For those who are not familiar, This Is Important is a podcast by the dudes who did Workaholics. It's just those dudes. And they're pretty much just like telling random jerk off jokes for fucking an hour. And it's so nice to hear that it's excuse me, I'm drinking. I got the hiccups. But it's just so nice because, you know, between COVID and somebody new getting called out on fucking the internet every week, I'm tired of news. I just want to fucking laugh. And every podcast I listen to, and here's the thing about Joe Rogan, it's because he's has a background in comedy, all these white male comedian podcasters are aspiring to be him. So everyone on the internet has just stopped being, the whole podcast space of white male comedians that were funny have now stopped being funny to like chase the Rogan path, which whatever, you know, obviously who wouldn't chase $100 million fucking dollar deal, but like, I am so sick of hearing about this fucking white, like he's just a white guy who has access to other rich white guys. That's literally all it is.
That's
like,
really what it is.
And dude, it's so crazy because like going through my feed with all the, did you hear about him, the nigger compilation?
That was wild that India Ari just like set that out. Like that's what made me laugh so hard. Like it was, listen, it's Joe Rogan. Of course he said it. Of course he said it. But like it was like a super cut, and at first it was like it's almost like you see it and you go, huh, okay, 10 seconds in, right? But once it got to like 30 seconds of him just saying one word over the length of his career, I was like, damn, why did no one stop him? Why did no one just like hold him up to a wall? Like, what's wrong with you? Stop saying this. But like India Ari, thank you. I appreciate it.
I gotta see it.
I don't appreciate it. Why would you take your music off Spotify? It's only hurting me because I'm the last India Ari fan. But
it's because we're not going.
The supercut was amazing.
You got to get that nigga out of there. So fuck Spotify.
Honestly, fuck with your dollars, bro.
Fuck Spotify from the artist perspective because they don't pay shit, and they don't pay shit.
You're not wrong. I mean, they really don't. There has
none of the
there's
streaming
not
platforms
there's
do.
not enough conversation around it. Like even though that there's enough complaining about it, there really isn't. Like we hear it, but it's so minuscule compared to like what really happens, and it sucks. It sucks that like you have.
Well, they're
like,
paying Joe Rogan. They're paying him.
Yes,
they pay him.
They are,
dude. But like the suckage for Joe is so crazy because like I literally like I was kind of over Andrew Schultz podcast Flagrant 2 for a while. It's because like again he's just a white guy who's like the richer he gets, the less relatable it is, and like and not just relatable in the sense that like he's spending money. It's like the shit he cares about is different because he's a rich white guy now.
Yes,
when he was 2 years ago when he was like a upper middle class white guy, it was different.
He got rich people problems now.
But like if like dude like every like to the point of like. And I don't know if anybody else in the audience listens to Flagrant 2 podcast, but dude, like before this Rogan scandal, literally there would be shit that like I didn't even know was happening to Rogan that like wasn't in like big news really yet. And then fucking Andrew Schultz would like come to defend him on his on the podcast. And I'm like, bro, like your whole podcast is like literally now it's just sports and sucking off Rogan. So I have taken Andrew Schultz out of my rotation. Rest in peace. Well, not really because I still am brilliant. There's another podcast he's in with Charlemagne. But I'm also about to unfollow because, like, who wants to listen to old black niggas talk? I know nobody wants to listen to me talk.
I like Charlemagne. I like listening to Charlemagne.
Do you like listening to Charlemagne? Because I gotta ask this. He's
always got interesting things. Go ahead.
I gotta ask this. He's on Comedy Is it Comedy Central or?
Yes.
And he has he has like a full on like very Daily Show-esque like show, and the only thing I can take away from it is that it's fucking terrible. It is just awful.
God damn.
I have not watched it yet.
Bro.
The only thing I heard about it was
bad.
The only thing I heard about it that was Kamala Harris was on it, and he asked her like a question about like a pretty divisive question about some guy blocking a bill and fucking like some Senate guy blocking a bill, and like it was a hard hitting question. So like Kamala like left or whatever, or like her team like was like, oh, we have to go.
You can't.
But that's all I've heard about it. I would actually watch it. I want to keep picking.
I ended up watching. It's really just a Daily Show-esque show where like he talks about news, hits on topics, and then like has a guest that he like interviews and asks a few questions. And he's a tongue in cheek with the interview. He makes jokes, but then he's Charlemagne and he's got to say something that ruffles a few feathers. But
here's my thing about Charlemagne.
It's so turned up for Comedy Central that it doesn't feel real. It's like if Dave Chappelle wanted to sit in that same role, like they're trying to mishmash these two personalities that don't necessarily mix.
Right. Yeah.
I have mixed emotions about Charlemagne. I like to see that Charlemagne is trying. I mean, I know a lot of women are gonna be listening to this and be like, Charlemagne's trash, but like he's growing and evolving. I feel like a lot of black men we suck. We are tools of the white man to push, the patriarchy and white supremacy, and we don't even know it. We don't even know we're doing it. We've pushed colorism. Like black men like do that, and it takes a long time to really dismantle that kind of shit. I feel like Charlemagne's biggest crime is just not being younger. You know what I mean? If he was 22 today, the divisive shit he said back in the day wouldn't be as crazy because like, oh, he was just a young boy. But because he's so old and the world is shifting while he's so old, he hits a lot of slack. But like there's times where like he'll say shit and I'm like it's not fake. That's like you're really trying to be progressive and trying to like put your mind in a new space. Like for example, he was talking to somebody. I saw a clip where somebody was talking to him about, I think it was Shanabody or something like that. It's like a relationship guru on another podcast space. But he was talking to her about like polyamory, and the girl was saying that like she's in a polyamorous situation. She's got her main dude, like they are the main thing, and they both go out and do their own thing. And Charlemagne just simply said like, I'm not secure. Like his first response was, I'm not secure enough for that. Not that's crazy, not that's, oh, you're a slut, which is probably something he would have said 10 years ago. But like, just to see that like his first gut reaction was to like, be like, I could not hang in that situation. That was like, I know it's like a small thing, but like, it's nice to see like Charlemagne's progress, but like, But when you get him around the wrong people, it's like he's back to nigga mode. Like there was some dude, some comedian on the podcast the other day. He had because Andrew Schultz wasn't there, so they had another like old comedian step in, and it was this guy TK something. He's like 60 years old. I have no idea what he looks like, but like a 60-year-old Negro was talking. Charlemagne was listening a little too hard. You know what I mean? I was like, oh god. So like, I'm more watch Charlemagne to like see where he's going in life as just a black man watching another black man. Also, I feel like we'll meet at some point because like I'm not folding on this podcast shit. So I mean, I feel like
that would be wild, right? So here's a question that's been playing in my mind the entire time we've been talking, and that's who I am inside. Is he really short?
He's like 5'6", I think.
Is he okay? Because I feel like I've seen a picture where it was almost like comical, like he was like next to somebody. He's like, "Hi," like so. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I
want to meet him. I want to see if he's that short. Like I also want to meet Kevin Hart one day. That would be wild too. Just because I actually do like him, even though he's like getting on the cornier side at this point. He's definitely getting
Kevin Hart's done for me. Not because of anything divisive. He's just not funny anymore because he's not relatable anymore, which is fine. Like he's super rich. Go for it. Go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then that's why he's like producing stuff like, and he's just sticking with movies like that, like that are really good. Did you guys watch that? That the what was that? It was a recent show that he just dropped on Netflix. And he's like a comedian. He ends up like having a few drinks, and he had kind of committed not to having this, and he wakes up the next morning very disturbed at what he's next to. Have you guys seen this?
Oh shit, no.
Okay,
no, I have not.
Last Kevin movie I saw was the one with
Wesley Snipes is in this too.
Oh shit, Wesley.
And who's the dude that plays the Mummy and Mummy? Billy Zane. Yeah, Billy Zane's in it. Which like to see Billy Zane.
I saw like I was on Billy Zane's Instagram and I saw like the
what kind of random ass shit is that?
You talk about me knowing shit, and you just
I was listening to call back. This is important, and Billy Zane is on what's the show?
Okay,
that I just watched at your house. What's the show?
Wait, what show?
My
MacGruber.
memory's getting shitty, bro. MacGruber, yeah. Billy Zane's in MacGruber. They were talking about it on This Is Important, and then I was like, what the fuck is Billy Zane up to? And I was on his Instagram, and I saw him with Kevin Hart on his Instagram, and I was like, what where am I?
What random circle? Speaking of like, where am I also got to ask that because I don't know if you guys saw this, and I'll bring this up because I fucking hate this man, Rudy Giuliani in The Masked Singer. What the fuck? Like who thought
I hate that man?
The Masked Singer. I was just thinking about that recently. It was
like what part of
an abomination,
bro? What? No, that first season was really fun. It was cool. It was cute. I was like, oh, second season, adorable. And now it is a fucking full on like nightmare. Like literally, like who thought like he can barely put on his own pants at this point in life. You're gonna have him like just like try to stand in front of people in a heavy costume. Like why?
The Masked Singer.
I wish he would have just died in that fucking suit.
The Masked Singer is like this beer, right? 3, 4, 5 episodes, 3, 4, 5 beers. Never a bad idea. You could do 3 beers every day. 26. You'll probably kill somebody, get into a fight, piss on yourself. It's just you got to stop at some point.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I say this as I'm probably how many beers am I in?
I don't know. I think this is your third. Four?
I gotta go to the bar. I gotta go to work after this anyway. But
oh no, he say I gotta go to the bar. No, you gotta go to work. Okay, sir.
I'm going to work.
It's
weird. I have to be a little drunk at doing security because like seeing people like drunk people when you're sober is the worst. So you gotta have like 3 beers going in.
Right.
It does feel painful.
You can't
relate. And also there's times where like people do talk to me, but I'm so like in a mood when I'm sober. But I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me? And then I'm like, 3 beers. If I go in 3 beers deep, I'm like, oh, they're just being nice. And I've met some really nice people doing that. So
yeah, and you could drink a water and be like, you know what, life's okay. Smoke like a cig. Like that's like, life's all right. But no, I can't do it dry, bro. Dry is a little hard.
Speaking of beer, I want to know. This is like super off topic. But Have either of you seen the TikTok of the dude describing, right, like why Columbus and all those niggas may have been like mad evil, and it like actually might not actually be evil, but like birth defects from alcohol, because the alcohol niggas were drinking back then, and women would drink when they were pregnant. Have you either of you seen that?
Fetal alcohol syndrome playing a take.
Two things I want to say about
shitty
that.
Things.
Mm-hmm. I know that's your man.
Sasha, why?
Listen, not your man, your Eskimo brother.
Oosh.
Whoa, we're not fucking the same manatees. Listen, no. Two things I want to say about that.
Wait, are you fucking different manatees?
One manatee.
Are you fucking different?
There's only one.
Her name is Griselda, and she lives in the ocean.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a manatee being like just swimming back to the ocean? Like, bro, I just fucked a human. That shit was crazy.
Yo, his dick
was two things.
Wild. Like, just
two things I want to say about that. So first of all, I'm glad you're on TikTok now, Joey. So I don't have to be the. Did you see that TikTok guy on this podcast anymore? You're now indoctrinated. And two, dude, I think about there's shit I think about all the time, like niggas in history, because like, for example, there was this theory going around that, like, a lot of the reason we have shitty legislation in this country is because lead paint was, like legal for so long. So all these people in, like, Senate who are 70 years old, 60 years old, they have, like, brain damage from, like, lead poisoning that's just been undiagnosed their entire life.
Eating fucking paint.
Because, like, a lot of, like lead poisoning can make you hateful, and, like, the brain damage, like, causes you to be hateful and, like...
Yeah. That's what.
So like, I think about that. So when I heard that theory, I think about because this is like lead poisoning from like the 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s. So imagine like niggas in the 1400s, like,
bro,
they had to be off their shits, bro. Like, no nutrition, no FDA. Motherfuckers are dying at 30.
Raw dog.
And like, if you think about,
dysentery.
Like, I was thinking about like the presidents. Like, I was thinking about like Abraham Lincoln. I'm like, how the fuck did these niggas live so long before antibiotics? There's no way they weren't. Like,
it makes no sense.
Like,
makes
no sense. If a person lives to be like
110
right now, like if a person lives to be like 110 right now, they're not going to be right in any way, like at all.
Right.
Like, living to 100 is like great. It's beautiful. It's a celebration.
Yeah.
Past 100, that shit is not nice, bro.
It's
so
probably,
imagine somebody living to 55 in 1742.
You probably met a warlock. That's what it was. You probably met a warlock. Like, let's be real, because they exist. I know they exist. If you're out
way
there.
Too high.
Listen, I need to know if warlocks exist. No, actually, I don't know. Don't come to me and tell me anything. Now I'm scared. I'm probably gonna go right after this and hide.
Wow.
Warlocks are scary.
Penicillin wasn't really discovered till 1928.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Yo, bro, it was
so how were these presidents? That's what I'm saying, right? Like, how were these presidents living mad? Think about how many times you've needed antibiotics in your life.
No, seriously.
And we're not even half the ages they were. So how? Also, did you hear the thing about who was it? King Henry, who was like insane from having syphilis.
Mm-hmm.
There's mad people in history who have gone insane from syphilis, which,
from
by the way,
venereal disease
is the funniest fucking thing to me in the world. There's actually a disease that can literally give you dementia from pussy. That's insane to me.
It happens.
If you guys didn't know that, which is, I hope there's some. I hope if you did not know this information, please reach out, because I love telling this to new people. If you have syphilis long enough and it goes untreated, you develop dementia, which a lot of people had in Europe, including King Henry VIII. Actually, I think I've talked about this in the pod before, but I will say it again because it is a crazy fun fact to me. The whole reason powdered wigs were in fashion was because niggas in royalty were going bald from syphilis and chlamydia, because it also makes you go bald. And they were using these big powdered wigs to cover up their bald spots. And that became like high fashion, like basically like around the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, like these niggas went crazy from not having a, like, if I get gonorrhea right now, just pop one pill, it's done. But imagine what these motherfuckers was living with in their 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Oh, they're living with the drip. That's the truth.
No refrigerators.
Raw. No refrigerators. No ice cubes. Hold on. Just like think about that. No ice cubes. Like never, ever having a cold drink. Never ever even shitting somewhere. Shitting inside your own home is a new thing. Isn't that wild?
When was toilet paper invented?
When was indoor plumbing invented? Period. I think indoor plumbing is 20th century. I don't think that's even 19th century. I think that's 20th.
Yeah, I remember the reason why they call poop crap is because it used to be the first toilet was called the crapper because the guy who invented it, that was his last name.
Some shit, right?
Some shit like that. Yeah. 1857, paper became widely available.
People were using leaves to wipe their ass before that. Like they were they was just like you either go to a bucket. Imagine going to a well and seeing some dude wipe his ass. Like,
can you even imagine wipe your let's take this apart real quick. Could you imagine a life where you have to shit outside, squat, wipe your ass with primitive paper, maybe not necessarily a leaf, but something that's equally in rough and tumble, throw it in a hole, right? And then go lead a nation.
And not wash your hands. And not wash your hands the entire time. Like this person is just
you have a stale bucket of water, a stagnant bucket to rinse your hands off.
Under your bed, just a little chamber pot. Of course these people were fucking crazy. If you have to shit right under where you sleep all day, you might lose your mind. I don't know. I get it.
Wow. Yeah.
Could you imagine could you imagine the things they're gonna say about us in 1,000 years?
Oh my god.
Right?
Yes.
They fucking use toilet paper? I mean, that's already becoming a thing because it's you should be using a bidet and just washing your ass.
Bidets are nice, bro. Bidets are nice.
I'm afraid. No.
What are you afraid of? Bro, so what? Yo, listen, there's nothing like a touching.
It's scary. It's
reach out because I'm about to give you a review. It is nice, right on your little butthole, just a little clean, blast it all away. You can have warm water. You
right. That's the important part.
Dog.
Yeah.
Come on, that's a nice clean.
I don't have a bidet,
Same.
But I do like my ass ate, so I do get in there with the shower head and just
Absolutely. Yo, it makes me wonder too. In the Renaissance, I always think about this. What was it really like eating box?
Oh no!
What was that? I don't think these bitches wore the biggest dresses. Bitches would pass out from being hot.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Yeah.
I could understand, right? If generation after generation, there was always a predisposition to just not do that, and with the idea that it's gross, because we've always known it to just be filthy. Because we. But I'm just glad we live today where I can eat all the box.
Yeah, eat it all you want. That's a lesson from the National Meat Treasure. Just go ahead and eat it. That's fine.
You're staring at me way too deeply after saying that.
You said staring at you.
You're staring at the camera directly into it, and who are you trying to seduce right now, honey brown eyes?
It's really nice.
Letting any of the
let him bat those
eyelashes know that I just enjoy eating the box.
What? What is?
You want your?
I'm wilding because my wife listens, but we're deep in. Deep in, so I don't think
she listens so much so that she was all over the pod last time. She was not letting you out of her sight. What did you? I felt like she was a little frisky. Did my man get it in a little bit?
No, I was just bitch, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, no,
get the fuck out.
It looks romantic.
This is
romantic.
I'm surprised none of us have gotten sucked off on air, or have we?
Definitely not. Could happen.
There's no way I'd be able to keep my composure.
I'd keep my composure, but I would just be right back here the whole time.
When you nut, you're just gonna be back there with your eyes closed out of nowhere, just
Yeah, that's a full one. What are you doing there, Just? Yeah, I'm good. And then you just see hair,
see some hair.
One of these days, I'm just gonna jerk off on camera.
That's not do that. You were going in such a good direction. Where did we get
a vibe?
just start spanking on here.
You don't have permission to just jerk off with us. That feels like
my dick is not that tall.
But it does feel like we're in the same space. So like, let's not violate that with you jerking off for no real reason.
First of all, there's always a reason.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
The reason is more life.
Speaking of which, shout out to that substitute teacher who, I feel bad.
Holy shit. I forgot.
I hope they can find employment
I actually got to share that. So it happens to be, so I was sharing with the boys that Joni's cousin, it's her younger cousin, she goes to a high school in Long Island, and there was a substitute teacher. And nowadays, it's a little different, right? I'm sure some of you do know they have smartboard, right? So on those smartboards, you can basically share your screen on them, right? So you can have your students go through it, and they're able to go through all the same things. And she's supposed to be showing something, just like a good substitute teacher is supposed to be, but instead screen shares her entire computer, in which she's looking for Amazon 1-day shipping for whips, clitoral stimulators like the Rose, I guess the U-bend, I don't know what it's called, because it's something. And
she said, I think there was a harness, ASAP.
Yo, and she was clicking on the 1 day, and what was wild is that they tell us this, that like, and she's like, you know what it did? Like, it was the 1-day shipping that did it for me. And I lost my shit on her. I was like, yo, she really did go for 1-day shipping, but she was subsequently fired, and the school actually is providing.
What grade was it?
It was high school.
It was high school, early high school, like ninth grade.
Have we not seen Euphoria? Like, high school kids know what sex toys are.
Of course, they know what sex toys are, but you're not supposed to. Like, you're getting paid right now. You're getting paid to look at some sex toys right now. Like, like instead of teaching these kids or doing what you're like, we're paying you $100 a day, and you're just here looking at sex toys. Like, if you're gonna be on your phone, that's one thing.
I would rather my kid learn about sex toys than fucking earth science. I'll tell you that much.
I don't think it's that they're learning about it. I think it's definitely also the fact that she's using school property in a way that it's not supposed to be. And what ends up happening
was it a personal computer that she screen shared with, or was it the school?
No,
she has to use the school computer.
Smartboard. It's
I can't defend that.
She's kind of bugging out. That's like going on the cash register to look at fucking dildos. It's just
that had to be on purpose. That had to be on purpose, because as a person who loves Amazon now, I've never ordered anything on my computer. It's always on my phone. So, why were you ordering on your computer when you have a whole
whole ass phone? But you know what? She's also negligent, because it's like, you're not even checking that they're watching the thing you're supposed to be watching. She was listening. You could hear it. But
like, that's boomer attention. That's boomer attention. Like, you did not look at like what the fuck you were doing.
Like, she's really like, look, we all know, we all do some shit that we shouldn't be doing while we're on the clock. You got to be slick with it. You got to finesse. Everyone. So I do feel bad, but at the same time, nigga, you was slipping hard, bro. Hard.
I really feel like you gotta be a crazy menace. I mean, maybe this is just my lifestyle, but like, I don't watch porn on my computer. Like, I don't buy shit. My computer is almost exclusively for this podcast and making clips of this podcast. But like, my phone is where the action happens. I actually just closed 300 tabs on my phone. I would say at least half of which is porn. So, like, if it was a phone share, I would sympathize. But like, who's really like busting out their laptop to spank? Especially in the day of AirPlay. Laptop. You can you can AirPlay from your phone to your television.
That's somebody else's laptop.
I got a
not even
big ass screen. I got a big ass screen.
You know what? Like, I don't think anybody's looking up ebony throat goddesses like on their work computer.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm definitely looking at ebony throat goddesses at work, but I'm on my phone. Sometimes you just need to scroll. You're not jerking off. You just need to scroll through something.
Yeah. Shout out to the
shout out to Calf-Skinned on TikTok. My favorite human being in the world. I saw her on the Throat Goddesses, and then I found her on Instagram and found her on TikTok and followed her on both, and she followed me on both, and loving life because of it. But she's all the way in Australia, so I can't do anything about it.
Let's make it happen.
Boy, you need to get your passport.
I have my passport.
So, nigga, why are you in Detroit? You need to be in Australia.
You gotta wow out. You gotta show up.
Could you imagine me having
we can still do the podcast.
A dark skinned woman in Australia with a Wales accent. Oh my.
Yes.
Oh, I deserve that.
Imagine, would you honestly fly to Australia for some neck?
I would fly anywhere for some neck.
If money was no option, of course, but like money is an option. Let's say it's like, all right, you really got to scrape up.
Here's my thing, and this has always been my thing, and I've explained this to many friends. So typically speaking, I will travel for women, and niggas look at me crazy for that all the time, and I'm like, listen, all right, vacations are cool, but now imagine a vacation where it comes with a tour guide, a place to stay, and somebody to have sex with. Oh, like that's what it is. So if some girl's like, hey, come to Atlanta, come to Florida, come to Europe, I'm down because I was going to go to those places anyway.
Right.
But instead now, maybe like I'm not splitting a hotel, or maybe I'm getting my own hotel, but like I got someone to hang with. Maybe I got a local to show me the spots. You know what I mean? I don't have to run fucking Expedia what to do in the fucking area.
Yeah. I gotta share this right now because right before the podcast, it seems like Joseph decided to share something, and that when he shared that, he had a little caption. Are you talking about Facebook? Yeah, that shit.
You know what? I was actually about to bring it out.
Made me spit. Nigga, I did a spit take, bro. He said, "So when I took this pic, I was about to go get some buns from a girl, and right before I left, she canceled." Crying emoji on the internet, on Facebook. He posted that, and he looking like a fucking felon, like a felon right off of the bus from Rikers, bro. And I know you know what I mean when they get off at LIC, right by Queensbridge, trying to buy a calling card, trying to figure out something. You look like you just got the clothes you came home in.
I was flea. So
you were
for the listeners, real quick for reference,
angry.
It's a memory from 2012. This was 10 years ago. 10 years. So I felt like it was safe that I could just be like, let me throw out this crazy little funny story on Facebook.
You about to get mollywop, bro.
My wife doesn't use Facebook anymore. I'm pretty valid, so.
Oh shit.
I can't wait to screenshot.
Don't worry about this, Sasha.
What a dirt bag, bro. You're supposed to be my nigga. What's funny? Let's bring this up. In this picture, I'm wearing beads, bro. I'm wearing white beads, nigga. BB-8 shit, gang shit.
Oh my god! Look!
And this nigga gonna screenshot my.
I gotta put this on this. I gotta put it out there.
Screenshot. I have to put this on. We gotta put that on the chat. We have to put that on the chat.
You want me to get caught? My wife uses Instagram. This nigga wants me to get caught. This was
2012. You weren't even with your wife yet. Or were you? I don't
even know this, bro.
This is the best turn of events. This is the best turn of events that has happened in a while. I love that this turned off into like a fucking Mexican three-way. Like literally, just like
I'm looking at the picture.
Release that? I got you. Like.
If you look at the picture, I look tight.
Yeah, you were really mad. You look like the girl you were about to go meet after you came home did cancel on you. Like that. Yeah. That's gotta be the biggest disappointment, bro. Like you at Hunts Point. Now you gotta go look for a hooker.
Oh, no. When you get canceled on and then take a selfie, that's the bottom of the barrel, bro. Like that's your like. At least let me get this fit off.
I'm not letting this shit go to waste.
No, that's it. With that, we're done today. God damn it! It's been the National Meat Treasure. Remember, we release episodes every Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is out of hand, bro. I don't even want to look at this picture anymore. It's haunting me the way you stare into the camera. Bro, you are so dead inside. I think we do have to throw up the picture at least. We don't got to throw up the caption.
Bro, I was so throwing hurt. Up the picture.
Bro, this is like I mean, bro, you are dead inside. Listen, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we release an episode.
Fuck it, man. We gotta show the caption. Every Tuesday and Thursday. You know, you about to see it. It's gonna be some funny shit.
Oh, that's going on the Instagram. Follow me at thin.cruel.lips on Instagram and TikTok. Also, Trop J on Cash App, TROPJ. Send me some money.
Yeah.
So funny.
We accept donations. We accept donations.
Yes, we the National New Year do accept donations.
And follow our Spotify playlist. We got some tunes for your boom boom or whatever. Follow me on TikTok at Saint Thrilla, and Instagram at Saint Thrilla, or fuck out of here, and Young Moth 3. If you want to hear some chill lo-fi beats, if you want to hear just beats in general, hit me up on Saint Thrilla on Instagram and Twitter.
Hey.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like, bell notifications,
please
subscribe,
Talk
fucking. God, I'm fucking drunk. Rate us on fucking on Apple Podcast. Engage. Leave comments on the YouTube. I don't care if it's just like 2 emojis. Just like leave something.
Literally.
All right?
Something.
You guys engage with the. You guys engage with the Instagram a lot. That's great. You guys engage with me on TikTok a lot. Also great. Let's spread that around to YouTube, baby. Let's spread that around. Like I said, one of you is getting your bills paid. This is really like a free lottery entry. So
it's true.
When I make the money, and if you know me, again, I got like 6 shirts, baby. So if I'm making 6 figures, that's like most of that is going to you because I don't even like shit, baby. So leave those comments, leave those thumbs up, tell your friends, share the clips. And if you want to be on and you are a person trying to grow your brand, let us know. Yeah, this has been the National Meat Treasure. You guys got anything else?
No, I'm good, guys. Well, in any case, thank you. This has been National Meat Treasure. Peace.